need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath. Come break this line, this one's in my sights, holding on for what it's worth.
All right, and we are back here with another best of two game. It's Niagara University versus Iona College, and it's 7 o'clock Eastern. What time is it for you right now, Fenris?
7 o'clock Eastern makes it exactly midnight for me.
Wow, yeah, that's what you get. He's across the pond, as some would say. I mean, I think that's more of a British term than it is an American term to call it across the pond.
Yeah, we don't like to use the actual words. We like to change things up to confuse people. That's what we do.
Respect. But yeah, we do have another matchup here. Iona College versus Niagara. They are in the game, and the maps are Overpass and Mirage.
Oh.
So I don't know who's the map pick of this one. Let me double check here. Ooh, where is it? Yeah, so Niagara is the first. They picked Overpass, and Iona picked Mirage. So we'll see how that works out here. Both these teams have played their past 2 weeks just fine, but it hasn't fallen in their favor. So Niagara University lost 16-5 on Mirage last week against St. Peter's. They lost on Dust 2 16-5 also. And then in the first week, they lost to Marist College in a 2-0 sweep also. Iona College, they beat University of South Alabama, and they also lost to Colorado. So these teams should be pretty similar. I don't think it'd be as close to our last one here. I think Iona College is definitely the favorites for this matchup. Do you know where Niagara Falls is, Fenris?
It's like up on the Canadian borders, right? Is it in Washington State?
No, it's in New York. Close.
Other side.
Other side. Yeah, Niagara Falls is along, I believe it's the St. Lawrence River. So it's
Yes, I know
to
where
the
you are.
east. Yeah. Great Lakes. If you know the Great Lakes, it's right by there. Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought it'd be funny to mention that.
Let's ask the old country if he knows where things are. No, that's I've not managed to make it across the pond yet. I will hope to do at some point in my lifetime, but I've not made it stateside. So
You got to. It's great. I mean, I don't know. It's probably very different. Have you traveled in Europe?
yeah, I've traveled around Europe. I've traveled far and wide in my current career, which we'll move on to maybe a later date. But I've not been able to get across the stateside, which is a great regret for me.
Oh, well, someday you'll be able to make it over for sure. It isn't, yeah. All right. Well, we're going to pop into the game here. They are warming up, but I do just want to get into it to stop this, stop it. I just really want to get into the game. Let's just go into the game. Let's roll through. We're going to open up CSGO. Here we go. We're going to play some music here as we let the intros go and then get into the knife round. And that'll give us a little bit of a break here before we set up. And I don't have the right thing up.
The names are easier on these teams. I can get these names.
That is definitely a positive with this one. But we're going to pull in the music here. We'll see you guys in just a second.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I will sit and take it. No. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the moss soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding.
All right, and we are back into this one. Niagara University. They chose this map here on Overpass. The second map, as you see, is Mirage, not Overpass. They don't play twice. Iona College, they chose Mirage there, and they kind of have the advantage in this series. I mean, they're the ones that actually have map wins. Niagara University are still 0-4, but can they pull back here? Can they have a chance in their own map pick as we enter this knife round to decide sides?
Well, I don't know. Knife rounds are like pistol rounds, but only with knives, so it can go either way. And I'm a big fan of the underdog. I love to watch underdogs play, and I'd love to see Niagara get their first map of the season today on Overpass. So let's hope that happens.
That can definitely happen. I mean, they've usually played. I think they picked Mirage in the past, so this is a different map they want to try out here. So maybe they practice. You're like, you know what? Let's try to win a map. Let's make that our goal for this week. Let's win one. Try to get it going. We have the same usual suspects: Brof, Ken, General Ken, Fechner, Swordbird, and Flux. So we do have those same squads here. On the Iona College, we have... Oh no, is that Savannah, but with an N?
Nirvana.
Snavanna.
So we've got Snavanna, Private Bean, Connor, Red Wolf, and Dizzy's. So
Dizzy's.
well, moving to round number 1. We've got a bit of a split play coming down connector and B. 3 players just pushing straight out of Monster onto B into the open arms of Niagara University, and the opener goes to Red Wolf. So that's 1 frag down, 4 versus 5 already, and a second to Red Wolf as well. Almost catching himself a 3rd, but Connor will steal the kill away from him, and well, full control of B site as the bomb goes down and retake's coming in through CT. And Swordbird will go down to Snavana, and a second to Snavana as well. And, well, that's it. Round number 1 to Iona College. And apologies if my British accent is going to butcher the name of that college.
Yeah. Ooh, it's kind of a gap where like there's some words that are very, very Americanized. And very, like, you know, it's not meant to be spoken in different languages. And we're definitely seeing that with some of these names like Fechner. And like mentioned, it could be used as a curse word in some areas of the world. So
well, very, very close. But round number 2, and Iona have slowed it down, although they are pushing out towards Fountain now. Connor will get an opener. Nice headshot from him. Sticking with the pistols rather than upgrading to SMGs. Very odd buy here, and Red Wolf will get himself a USP kill. Nevada finds one for the Tech 9. Red Wolf finds another USP kill. I'm very confused.
yeah, why
by
didn't they
the
buy?
lack of SMGs, because like
They haven't bought.
They were at, they were at 7k after that round, sure, but they could have been at more. They could have been higher.
Yeah, very interesting. They're gonna buy a little bit late. Also, I know college just taking their time here. But they had pistols. They decided to go with those fights again. Maybe they assumed that Niagara University would not buy anything. They're just trying to like buy as little as they can. That's a very interesting strat. I've not seen that personally, so that was a bold move from Iona College. You're gonna see Red Wolf here, find first contacts, takes out Fechner. It's gonna leave this A bomb stay a little bit disabled as Niagara University back off and play towards sites now. They have 3 towards B, 1 towards A. Nobody to help him as a current, as that player is under stress. So Swordbird here posted up outside of A. He's got his M4A1S. Gonna find 1 kill with a spray down. Backs up towards site, able to salvage his life. So he makes his way towards truck.
Well, that grenade going to do a little bit of damage. Only 1 HP of damage, in fact, as he's pushed back towards Dice. Gap in the smoke will allow him to find Connor. Nice headshot there. And it looks like Iona have stalled just outside A site. Jumping up onto Dice, though. Red Wolf will find one. Has to be very careful. Running low on ammo. We'll get the reload and the bomb plant. 3 versus 3 on this retake. Cancel that 3 versus 2 as Broth finds Red Wolf fleeing back towards Banana. And Dizzy's evens up the score yet again. Trade coming all over the place. Flash is coming down. Will be able to flash Dizzy's off, who's got himself a Deagle. Managed to pick up an AK, but in the meantime goes down to General Ken. And Broth finally finding the 5th kill, and the defuse means it's 1 on the scoreboard for Niagara now.
Yeah, I mean, this is good looks from Niagara University. A very decent retake. I mean, thanks to Swordbird for like slowing down that A bomb site. I mean, there was really nothing he could do. He lost his teammate. He had to play back on site, got an opening pick, able to, you know, smoke his way across, play truck, and really just hold off the fight. I know college, they couldn't get that hold. And let's see what they do in round number 4. It's going to be interesting buys. Mac 10s along with an AK, or Galil in the hands of Dizzy, not even AKs. They're going to have a sort of a half buy situation, maybe a rush over towards B, maybe a B split like we saw in past rounds. But here we go. Moving out towards B, Iona College, looking to take this one.
Aid coming down. We'll have a little bit of damage done to Red Wolf, taking it down to 75 HP, and the execute comes in. Dizzy's pushing around the corner. Damage traded on both sides, and Red Wolf will find the kill on General Ken. Oh no, Nevada and Connor double teaming up there. Finds 2 more, but Broth and... oh, I can't find his name. Flux will find himself a kill, but not before Private Bean gets another trade and takes it to a 3 versus 1 retake. Fechner with an AWP. Guess he's going to have to save here, because the AWP is probably the worst gun to try and retake on.
Yeah, he's under fire here. They don't know that they're almost shooting on Fechner. And they're just going to back off the site, try to save their weapons here. I know college, their money is pretty good. I mean, they weren't expecting to win this, to be honest. You saw the investment they put in. They're like, hey, you know, we can get lucky. We can do some damage to this Niagara economy. And they just pulled off somehow. They took the site. They made it look easy, and now they're putting pressure onto Fechner, who's playing back here towards A. So he might get caught out, potentially, by Private Bean if he makes his way up there quickly.
Iona walk away with 3 rifles after investing in only 1 and some SMGs. And they put a 3rd on the board as well. So momentum early going towards Iona. 7 frags to 2 for Red Wolf as well. So already an early big hitter coming in. But now we have our potential first AWP duel coming in, and I'd love to see where this is going to go. Vecna looking to move up towards Fountain, and well, Connor already in position to hold it off. Vecna thinks better as he's delayed up on Banana, and he's just going to drop back towards Divided to hold it off. Swordbird though, early aggression into Con will find himself an easy frag, and Red Wolf will find Vecna. Oh, the spray from Swordbird finds himself Nevada as well. That's fantastic from him. He picks up a rifle, and well, he does get a headshot. Unable to get the kill. Red Wolf taking him down to 9 HP. And back into a 3 versus 3 advantage, really still with Niagara. Especially as these rotates start pushing in towards A site. The bomb has been dropped in upper toilet, so Iona College will be forced to drop back to grab that.
Yeah, early nade damage, trying to hold off this real press here. It's a 3 versus 3 as Dizzy pushing his way on site. He's going to molly off truck. That will force the op out of position, or that player out of position. That's the op. That's Brof. But Red Wolf here watching the flank. He's got the timing, and he is going to take out General Ken. It's all down to Brof. And a 1 versus 2 hold here on Truck. He's going to get outflanked and get swung on. As the op kill does come through in the end, it's going to be 4-1 as Connor gets the last kill for Iona College.
Well, Iona College obviously confident right now as they've gone for a dual AWP setup on the T side. Something you don't see very often, but it's definitely fun to watch. And probably not ideal in this round is this an anti-eco. And if Niagara can get themselves up close and personal, it's going to do some damage.
Yeah, and we will see some more aggression here towards A from Iona College. You see Red Wolf pushing up quickly. Probably going to find one of his own, but they show no respect. Fechner's going to fall. The B bomb site now. Players are rotating back towards A as Iona College have gotten all control here. It's only down to pistols for Niagara University. Did not invest anything into this round. Maybe a P250 in the hands of Flux, but that's about it. No armor, no real weaponry, and it should be a clean round for Iona College. They made their way down towards the A bomb site. As Red Wolf here in front, he's going to press out the site. He already had the opening pick. So they will make their way up here. They're playing close in smokes. Not the greatest position for Niagara University if they get anything here, as Red Wolf will take out Brof. Flux looking for a kill through smoke, and he will find it on the corner, accidenting that player. As Snavana will find 2 of his own, as his teammate could not get a knife, but 5-1 on Iona College.
Oh, you've got a feel there for Private Bean, who walks his way up from B on the flank thinking, oh, I can get myself a knife here, and Snavana steals it away last second. But 5-1, and the momentum firmly in favour of Iona now, and back into a full buy. So another AWP potential on the cards. But there's no really early aggression at all from Niagara.
Oh, early shots as Red Wolf takes that player down to 34 health here, but Snavana is to come and potentially trade out. Red Wolf does fall in front of him. He does get it 6 HP left. He's got to worry about that Molotov. Doesn't want to run through that. He will fall. So, Iona College here playing slowly over towards A. Now they had initial control. They got a pick along with that. And now we're going to see what they do here. Private Bean, the lurk over towards B. He's going to swing out in this. And, oh, the spray is not ideal there. He was just shooting and doesn't get that crosshair down to really allow for a spray. As we'll back off towards that A bomb site now.
Oh, General Ken on the flank already coming down the back of Connector. Completely unexpected by Iona College. Gets himself an early frag as well.
Yeah, that was a very good pick. Oh, I thought that kills through smoke. Never mind. Connor will find one. Dizzy with a 1 dig on the Fechner. Leaves it down to a 2-on-2. We do have one player coming through from Connector. One player coming in from CT now. As Niagara University look to try to pull this back with the bomb coming down from Connor in the smoke. And it's going to give them 40 seconds to try to retake this site here. Connor moving back towards Truck. But General Ken the flank. General Ken could catch off that player at Truck off guard. And will he? Yes, he will. And he'll find that kill too. It's down to 1 versus 1. Has no idea where Dizzy is. He looked over towards long, but the play is actually over towards CT. Oh, I mean down towards B. I don't know what it's called. What?
Oh, no. I think General Ken dropped the smoke, lost his bearings, and couldn't find the bomb. So run all the way into the open arms of Dizzy's, who was glad to find the frag.
Yeah, pretty much a stomp here for Iona College as of recent. They're going to pull out the OP2 now on Connor's side. So it's really just Iona College trying to get as many rounds as they can here. It's already a 5-round lead, and Niagara University attempting to fight back.
We're looking at 172 ADR currently for Red Wolf with a 4 KD going 12-3 in round number 8. So he's already popping off and going crazy for Iona College. And well, the nearest to them on the opposite side is Broth, who's gone 5-6 and secured a round for his team. But still, General Ken at an up-close position. Maybe not going to be expected by Red Wolf. That long barrel will be spotted first, but Red Wolf does get the frag. In the meantime, Broth down to 10 HP as the execute has been firmly let loose. And, well, bomb will go down. Broth unable to find the frag. Take down and, well, don't... Excuse me, I've lost my ability to England. Flux goes down to Disney's as well. 2-5, 2-5, retake not going to come in. It looks like Niagara called another save early on in this round.
Yeah, Fechner and Swordbird, they're kind of stuck here. They're like, you know what? Do I want to go die? I mean, Fechner's yet to get a kill. Maybe he could try to get one. But again, Snavana watching this angle here. Fechner is going to fall once again. Doesn't get the 007, but does get a 1-0, a 1, and a 7. Not quite James Bond, but pretty close here. Swordbird looking to save that over towards long bathrooms. He will be able to save. I don't think he'll have any troubles there. But Iona College, they'll win another round. They'll make it 7 on the board. As they've already, I mean, they're 1 round away from taking half already. How do you feel about that?
I mean, this is the sort of situation where you really need to pause in Niagara. I think they're just going to try and battle through and get as many rounds as possible. Perhaps maybe they're waiting for the T side and they're forced into a very awkward buy around the M4. Deagle, P250, USP, although Fechner could have bought.
Yeah,
So
he really could have. He just decided not to. I mean, it's not ideal buys. I mean, Fechner saving for an op, but even that, he had money. Flux, though, will find a trade, so bidding out his teammates, he'll find 1 kill, but not a second, as Fechner will take some more damage here down towards mid. It's all up to Swordbird once again, left in a 1 versus 4, basically, as Fechner's down to 19 HP. Maybe use him as bait.
maybe, but Swordbird's just going to push out of CT on his own.
Oh, the spray.
It was not effective, but it did end in the frag. So, and it has given Fechner the M4, and he finds his first frag. Fechner joins the rest of his team on the scoreboard. Confidence booming. He pushes out onto the site with well, not much hope, but he'll get points for effort nonetheless.
I definitely give him points for effort. That is pretty good. That is pretty good, Fenris. But anyways, here, round number 10, 8-1. The half is already taken by Iona College. And again, we'll see what they do here at Niagara University. We're seeing the op in the hands of Fechner. He's got plenty of money and plenty of util to really fight back here. So Niagara University putting all their weapons into this next round. And they're going to put Fechner on top of that smoke to try to find an opening pick. But there's nobody there to peek him as of current, as Dizzy will find some shots through that wall on General Ken. Broth now trying to repeat this angle. Will find 1 kill, but can't quite find a second as Connor gets that trade. This B bomb site is a bloodbath. It's going to be the bomb being planted now by Connor.
Well, there's 3 players in heaven, so any spam or grenade coming up through that site or that position is going to be incredible for Iona College, but they're not going to get anything as Niagara University try to come down lower, and Red Wolf will find 1. In the meantime, Swordbird trades him out. Fechner goes down to Connor's AWP, and that's the AWP duel scene. I think that's the first time we've seen the actual AWP duel, and Swordbird pushing aggressive in a wide peak, gets himself caught out in the open. Connor will use the P250 to spam him down 9-1.
Yeah, Iona College, I mean, it's really just been dominant so far. They took that B bomb, so they had 2 opening picks, and they just ran out. Niagara University had their best util in gun set to be seen in this game, and they couldn't pull it off. They're back to using force buys. You see the MP7 coming out in General Ken, so very interesting stuff there. But knifing it back will give the advantage over to Niagara University to start off.
Fechner jumps for some info over the smoke, will be gifted with some and finds Red Wolf for his troubles, but
no
Solberg
way.
Snavana and Connor trading them back into a 3 versus 3. Advantage gained and then slipped away very, very quickly, and rotates already coming straight towards A as Flux makes his way up through CT. So it looks like Niagara having the same issue as Colorado on this map, where they're unable to get the advantage and hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, they were rotating off that. I mean, they got a kill down towards mid. They got to kill Con, and on the retreats, they just didn't know how to rotate correctly. And they didn't throw smoke down to cover their butts as they were retreating. I mean, it was just not ideal. As that nade will do No damage. What?
No damage.
I thought that would have killed him. Flux will fall now to snap Anna, but it's all down to Brof and General Ken, both rotating in from CT once again down towards B. No rotates held. And Iona College, they're poised to put double digits on the board here.
Nevada already flanking through bank. We'll hear the steps of both players. Spots one, but panics as he spots the second, and General Ken will find the frag. Banter 2 versus 2, but over the top of the smoke goes Connor, finding the frag, and well, he knows roughly where he is, and he can guess he's coming bank, and that's where they're both looking. That flash will definitely give away his position. Over the top of bank green. Go, and nope, he's trying to flee. Connor will find the frag, and double figures.
Yeah,
I mean,
10-1 here. Iona College. Really, what can Niagara University really do? What places can they get control? I mean, they're good at opening picks. Maybe just go for Con. I mean, you have an opening pick there, just hold off Con and maybe get lucky, or even if you're Niagara University, get water control. We saw that work for a couple of times for University of Colorado on that CT side. I remember seeing it at the end of the half in our last best of 2 matchup. And
Dizzy's will open up the account this time. Roth going down to him, and Dizzy finds another on General Ken. Flux goes down as well, B-side open, but Swordbird finds one. Will find himself a second, not before Private Bean finds Fechner. And now at a 1 versus 3, and it's just going to force yet another save out of Niagara University. And to answer your question, I think what I'd like to see Niagara do is go for 2 people on B. 1 person holding down long or banana, and 2 people in con. So they have the ability to rotate quickly on either side.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they always seem to rotate late. I mean, we even done, I think it was 2 rounds ago. They were pressing on the 8 bombs, and the 2 B players were still on B. Like they didn't want to help their teammate. It was just very interesting. They got to work on rotates. Niagara University to get back towards those bomb sites. But anyway, it'll be 11-1 here. As Iona College keeping these 3 players alive, hunting for his last kill, and they will find on Swordbird as Red Wolf will take him out, and he shoots the bodies. That is not nice, Red Wolf. They're already down by 10 rounds, and you shoot the bodies of the enemies. That's unlucky. But round number 13's up.
It is. Round number 13 is up, and it's 11-1. Niagara University struggling to find their way into this map, and this is their map pick. Is it? It is their map pick.
Yes, this is. Yes, this is Niagara's map pick. No, this is Niagara's map pick.
Well, it is. Well, and there's that water control you mentioned. Broth getting himself into short water earlier on, finds the opening frag, and advantage slips into Niagara's way. But well, there's still 2 players partying up in party. 1 player going down into con, and the Iona College splitting up to try and find himself something. Broth finds himself a second for the round, and short control is working out for Niagara now, and into a 5 versus 3. Connor's got an Agav. He's got an Agav. Werewolf.
I did a little bit of trolling. I mean, a little bit of trying to get some things working. If you could find a kill that Negev, that would be a little bit crazy. And Negev is doing some work, but the shots will come through from Fechner and Niagara University. They get a second round on the board.
Fechner's finally woken up. He's out now on 4 frags, so he's well and truly onto the scoreboard, catching up with his teammates. And if Niagara can continue that and get themselves the next 2 rounds and the pistol round, I can see at least a little bit of a resurgence from Niagara.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be difficult, though. It could be 11-4 scoreline. That would be funny. This is the exact same scoreline as we saw the Colorado versus... oh, man. Who did we just see? Colorado... Which one?
DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul. That name got me mixed up. I was like, DePaul. I was like, that doesn't seem right. That's a person's name. But anyways, we're going to see this water control coming out.
It was better than my attempt earlier on. I said DuPont.
Oh, man.
And yeah, that water control is working for them. Broth has got water control. He finds himself another kill from his position. Private Bean does drop. And, well... Iona trying to make their way back towards A, because that map control leaving Niagara in a very commanded position. Jumping over Diced is a dicey proposition for Swordbird, who does get taken down to 28 HP. Red Wolf in the meantime finds Vector. Dizzy will find and finish Swordbird, and the bomb goes down on A. Rotates coming in not so fast, but at least they're on their way from Niagara. And it's a 3 versus 4 retake.
Yeah, with Dizzy dropping down, will not find that kill, but Connor's going to do the same exact thing, and it will succeed for him. It's all down to one as General Kenner around the corner. Rebels going to miss one shot, goes for a second, gets the flick. 12-2 Iona College as we enter the last round of this game. This half, not game. And it'll be a full buy for Niagara University, a full buy for Iona College, and we'll see it'll be 13-2 or 12-3. What are your predictions?
I'm gonna go 12-3. I love me an underdog. 12-3.
Oh, okay. You're cheering for Niagara. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna say Iona College is gonna take this round. I think they're gonna go all at B rush and maybe have a chance to take this, and they are gonna do a B rush.
Oh, and
That Molly.
Potentially protected Flux from any push in there, and Snavana will find one on short. But Flux does go down eventually to Connor, and well, Niagara have to retake already in. There's still one player on site, but he's clearly taken out by Dizzy very quick in the meantime. Private Bean does find Sawbird, and is Vecna trying to save on the last round? Crazy things have indeed happened.
You're in a 1 versus 5 with an op. Maybe just run out and just don't waste time. I don't know. It's a very difficult retake, and Snavana's gonna make it okay, a little bit longer, but then he eventually got the spray. But it's gonna be 13-2. Iona College just destroying Niagara University. This is their own map pick. This is rough to see if you're a fan of Niagara University. So,
well, General Ken's coming in with some good utility damage for his team.
is he?
There's that. Yeah, he's the highest at 100, 139. Broth got 69. Vecna at 63. There's no more than 19 on the Iona College side, but they're just basically playing aim games right now.
Gotcha.
And as we move into round number 16, Niagara back in the driving seat, going for an aggressive push straight through connector. Damage taken from the earth as it would show up in their console on 2 players. And up connector goes Niagara the opposite way it normally flows, as it normally goes downwards, but there we go. Downwards banana they go, pushing through. Connor finds the opener with the long range of the USP, but Sawbird will trade him up, and Rotate's already coming in from behind. Look at this, 3 players coming from behind by Iona College. 1 down, 1, 2 down, banana.
Man.
Julie finds 1, Julie's finds 2, that's Private Bean. Julie's looking to find a 3rd, unable to do so, as Flux will find him with the Glock, and oh, Dizzy's, that was disgusting.
That was not nice. They bought Deagles, and they bought, I mean, what else did they buy? They bought those dualies, and they came up, ran at them, got 2 kills. I mean, Iona College, they're on a different level here in this match. It's really, really, really a blowout. I mean, it isn't what we've seen in the past, but it's a game around Iona College. They feel comfortable on this map. They're getting all the kills. They know how to play that T side pretty well, and they're working as a team. Niagara University, I mean, they're working as a team now in, like, snake formations, but they're not going to allow for trades. That's what the biggest issue is. Rebels going to find 1 kill towards long, finds a 2nd, finds a 3rd, as now it's Private Bean's turn, pushing through. He's going to find both with those dualies. 15-2 Iona College.
Match point in round number 18. Early on, Niagara now have to find 13 rounds if they ever want to get themselves into an overtime, and it's definitely a tough ask. They will be able to fall by limited utility on a couple of players, and well, Private Bean's just sticking with his Julies. He's found his calling right now.
If they work, just keep it going until they don't. I mean, that's what I would say. And they really just are just running at them at this point. I don't know, College here, looking to get out of this map, maybe get to bed early, find some dinner. But opening picks for Red Wolf is going to bring it to a 5 versus 3. As Broth here will find 1 trade. Okay. They get a kill there as the teammate does fall, so Connor to get another kill. It's down to Broth and Swordbird, left in a 2 versus 4. This is for the map. Oh, they have a chance? Oh, they have a chance?
Find 1 more apiece. 2 versus 2. Have Iona got themselves overconfident? Well, maybe not. They do have control of the bomb. So there is that going for them.
Bro, if you're having trouble going up those ladders, there you go.
I think Broth and Sawbird are about to engage each other in contact there, so
the bomb in the middle of the open here. Flash will not get that angle. He will fall to Red Wolf. It's all down to Swordbird. It's 1 versus 2 situation. He's going to grab this bomb if he can, but again, Iona College just playing smart, smoking it off. Swordbird grabbed the bomb. Oh, yes. Oh,
There we go. Dizzy's will find the final frag in round number. Was that round number 18?
that was round number 18. 18. That was 18.
Round number 18. So there we go. 16-2. That was definitely a whitewash for Iona University. Niagara not being able to get themselves into the game, but well, that's halfway through this second best of two. And
Yeah,
we're coming back after you.
Oh yeah, I mean it was pretty much a blowout. I mean it's hard to watch the team, really fall behind like that. I mean once you're down to half 13-2, we saw the scoreline once at 11-1. That is hard to come back on. That is really hard to come back on. It was just it's so demoralizing when you get that low. Like, do I have a chance in this game? Do I keep playing? Like, what's going on? That's a point where team would like. There's a forfeit option on Faces actually, where if they're down by 10 rounds, they say, "Hey, GG's in chat. We're just gonna go." And that's happened. I've played in games like that. And it does happen in league play too. So it's just interesting. But it's gonna be a pretty easy win there for Iona College. Niagara University. Now they're gonna go on Mirage, a map they are familiar with. This is the map they usually pick. So there is a chance for Niagara University to try to learn from they've gotten from the last 2 weeks of play and try to pull it back.
Well, it certainly should be closer than 16-2. So hopefully we will see some more rounds coming in the way of Niagara. And yeah, I'm still the underdog player. I'm going to say Niagara is going to get this next one. That's my early prediction.
Wow, that's a bold prediction. Well, I'm going to pull it back here. Actually, I get my prediction too. I'm thinking Iona College is going to win 16-10. I think they'll be closer too. I just don't know how closer. I don't know if I can get there. We'll see. But we're gonna pull it back here. We're gonna pull on a little bit of music before we get into this next map, which will be on Mirage in just a second.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out. Coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. And I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say goodbye.
Alrighty, we are back here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Mirage with Niagara University versus Iona College, and like mentioned before, Niagara University, they didn't have a great, that great first map. That was their map pick, but again, they're going Mirage. This is a map they played over and over. Maybe they understand that they look at the map pool of Iona College, be like, hey, let's try to pick a map up here that maybe will catch them off guard. It didn't work in the end, but it can definitely happen here in a second map. And we were looking at face it levels between these teams. They're all level 3s, 2, and 1s. They're pretty similar across the board on face it. That means that maybe one team plays more face than the other, and they just don't care, or maybe just play more matchmaking than face it. But
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Mirage is a fairly well-known map, so both teams are going to have fairly good knowledge. I think it's going to come down to who out aims the other, and I'm still sticking with my prediction. I'm going to say underdog wins. Niagara's going to get their first map pick.
yeah, well, we're gonna hop right into the game here at the knife round coming through once again. Again, these knife rounds do matter as we enter this one. I am getting it to roll, and here we go into this one.
Well, whilst they're in the knife round, I think whoever does get the CT side here is probably going to come away with the W, and especially if they can hold down mid. It's been like this is the key angle to hold down. If you can get mid under control from connector window and short, you've pretty much got the map. So
Yeah, and Iona College here, they will probably win this knife round unless they can pull off a nope, he cannot. So Niagara University, they will choose what side they want to start on here. I would assume they start on STT side. I mean, that's what I would do.
I mean, after the last map, they could probably pick T side anyway, but nope, they haven't. They've gone on to the CT side, and well, as we move into round number 1, let's see what the teams are going to buy. Private Bean, he's sticking with what works. He's gone for those Julies.
Yeah. I kind of a retake of what happened in that second half pistol. They just ran out with the, dualies, and they won rounds here, but they're starting to CT side even after not winning the knife round. So interesting, Niagara University starting a T side here, but Sword will find the opening pick, takes out Private Bean, and that's a great start for your Niagara University.
Yeah, it's forced someone to rotate towards mid, and then the execute comes out straight through ramp, and well, Red Wolf will get a trade, but Swordburst gets himself a second. He's picked up the Julies and said, if they work for Bean, they work for me. Broth will go down to Nevada. Red Wolf finds one, and Connor finds another. Swordbird gets himself a third. Almost gets a fourth, but unable to connect, and 1-0 on the road to Iona College.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good start here. They have the money in their favor, and they have 8 blues in their hands. So they do the same strategy where they don't buy SMGs. Oh, they are going to buy SMGs this round. But still a lot of pistols. They're playing with pistols again.
Well,
That is a very interesting buy.
it's probably not going to work out for them either, because we've got what looks to be like a contact B coming in from Niagara, and well, the MP9 on Savannah could do some wonders for him right now, but that Molotov has forced Niagara to hold up their push. And as it comes in now, well, spray through the wall will do damage, and Flux Float's coming from behind him. Savannah finds the first with the MP9, unable to find the second, but Dizzy's will get a headshot with a Deagle. Bean with his Julies, working for him, still gets himself one. Unable to get a second though as Broth trades it out. The meat grinder of B-Site Mirage already taking full effect, and Broth on his own, stuck behind a car, will be taken out by Red Wolf.
Yeah, 2-0 now. Iona College They're trying to continue this streak as they've really just like pulled through on overpass. They really didn't have much of competition, to be honest, in the past map here. But can they recreate what they did on overpass here in Mirage? It is their map pick, but it's a chance for Niagara University to try to get their first round of the season. The first map of the season. They really want this. They really want to win a map here. It'd be devastating if they couldn't win all season. That would be really rough. And we are going to see mid plays coming through from Niagara University. They have 2 players back towards bottom mid. And again, one thing I saw in the past few games, Niagara University, they don't like to push mid. They just play back and wait for pushes around into college or the opposing side on the CT side. So we'll see what they do here.
For them right now.
And they win the fight. Yeah, they do that.
They're playing their game, and it's working for them, which is good. And they're going to go back towards A now because the bomb being left at T-spawn. And oh no, Brough spotted from connector. Red Wolf doing damage, taking him up to 50 HP, forced him to fall back, and well, that's pushed Navana all the way back to B as well, which allows 2 players left to execute. And even though the execute's underway, Dizzy's still fleeing back into market now, dropping back towards jungle. Connor under finds one, finds 2, unable to find the third. Fekner gets the trade. Dizzy's will find one more, and it's just Fekner and Brough now low HP on both, trying to get themselves in sight and plant. And Brough will find a backstab onto Red Wolf. Here's the AWP scoping in jungle. We'll move around to take a peek, but Dizzy's already jumped out into mid, so saved there.
Yeah, Brough here, he's over towards this jungle position as Dizzy pushes his way up. He's a player with low health. He's a player that kind of wants to find the information for Savannah to force this 1v1, but they have the perfect spots right now. The bomb is in the middle of the site, and Brough here will get the shots on the Dizzy, but this gets traded immediately by Savannah. Makes it 3-0 for Iona College and picks up the op also. It's going to bring them to their favor here as they enter round number 4. And will Niagara University have a bye? Yeah, they're going to force up. So they're going to go with the all-in, let's force up, let's buy all we can, and maybe get lucky here round number 4. Actually, they're not. It's a very inconsistent buy.
It is, but these rounds so far, these first 3 rounds have been closer than any rounds on Overpass, apart from the ones that were won by Niagara University. So already positive to be taken away for Niagara as they move into another default. And with these defaults being so far back, they're going to be easily read by Iona, so they're just going to stop and wait.
Yeah, we'll see sort of like the same default play with 2 players down towards mid from Niagara University, 1 in Palace, 1 in Ramp, and 1 watching B app. So nothing's really changed for this side. We will see if they can really do something else here as Fekner looking to throw some flashes on A for that Palace player as they try to push out here. But Red Wolf has got the angle, and Red Wolf's going to find some shots. Can't quite find the kill on Swordbird, but damage already has been dealt. Maybe he won't repeat that angle.
Well, Brough had the potential there to... Oh, Swordbird interrupted me with that crisp 1D. I am more than happy to accept that. We'll find the opening frag of the round, and that's it. They're moving out onto A side. Red Wolf, in the meantime, gets a trade on Fekner. Bomb will go down. Snavana finds Brough in underpass, and the defense now has to find its way into some safety positions. And, well, Swordbird's done just that, running right deep into ramp, moving up towards Palace. But he's got to be quick because Red Wolf finds one, jumping down, finds himself a second, and he's going to hold that defuse with the kit. And Swordbird just too far away now.
Yeah, I think he ran for Iona College. He didn't get there in time. We'll find 1 kill, but immediately falls to Navana, who took that defuse, and that's just rough there for Niagara University. They had the bomb plant, but didn't have anybody to hold it. They had limited people on site. They will have a full buy into this next round here with full loss bonus. And, I mean, they got a bomb plant from last round, so it's 4,200 added to the bank, which is a decent buy for any side. Hey, we'll see Niagara University playing defaults against the same thing. 1 towards ramp, 1 towards Palace, 2 towards mid, and 1 towards B apps. And Swerve's going to find the opening pick here.
It worked out for him this time again. So that's 3 rounds in a row. It's worked out this default, but they're doing the same thing over and over again. And there's 1 player always pushing underpass, 2 players always holding top mid. So I give it 1, maybe 2 more rounds before this is going to have no effect at all.
Yeah. And we are going to see, this sort of mid-control here from Iona College with Red Wolf here. He's got the angle. Oh, doesn't spot him out. But there was a crack. He could have spot out Brough. Decided not to shoot. Maybe he was holding his holding his trigger. He's like, hey, you know what? Let's let him live for a little bit longer. You know, we're confident enough we can hold his site against Niagara University. We can retake him. Let's give him a chance. And Red Wolf here playing towards stairs, a very crucial spot. Probably being on Cowboy's going to do some damage on General Ken. Still get some more shots. And Connor down towards mid with his op will find a flick on the bro. A good opening pick. Spots out a second here over towards his chair position. The General Ken trying to flash his way out of here, but he is stuck. And he will fall in the end. Snavena is in that Molotov. Does take some damage, but it's the A play now from Niagara University with Fechner in front. He's going to find a nice shots on the car. Great crosshair placement. This bomb will come down from Flux. Also, crossing sight, a little bit risky, but leave it down to a retake, and that's going to be it. Iona College, they take it 5-0 so far as they continue to hold down this A bomb site.
Well, there's definitely moments of optimism for Niagara in this map, but Iona have been able to clear up every round so far. I think now Niagara really need to start switching things up and maybe go for a full aggression round. There's only really one person holding down B. There's a player on short for sure, but if they're out the site on site real quick, that short player is pretty negated. So if they can get out through apps and maybe find the opener, they definitely got a plan and could definitely win the round. But they've decided to slow things down again. They've gone into a walk in back alley.
Yeah, we're gonna this B play. I mean, this B play is coming through. You already see the smokes towards market. So Niagara University, they know their smokes. They actually memorize smokes, but they have a smoke to play this Molotov. They do not. He just runs through and falls. Swordbird's going to fall early, and the bomb is down. Nades coming through. Flashbangs holding off Niagara as long as they can. Savannah's got the angle. Sprays down one. Sprays down two. Finds a third. And gets not a fourth. Stolen from Private Bean, but 6-0 from Iona College. And they just keep dominating.
Well, I think the downfall there was slowing down for the execute. They need to try and catch Iona College off guard, and it's not really working out for them. And they're forced into a deco here, 4 deagles and a Mac 10. And they need to try and get up close and personal right now. And, well, if they drop into this default again, which they are, well, they're not. They're going for a 1-3-1 split. And Connor's going to open up with the AWP, find the first frag. Almost finds the second as the player emerges from the smoke. Oh, Fechner does a fantastic 1D as the player pushes down ramp. Dizzy's goes down to that. It's going to have to rethink what happened. Definitely got a headache from that one. And, oh, Connor.
That is nutty. That no-scope was sick on the prof. It's going to be down to its 4 versus 3. Iona College still in the control, but the 1D does come through from Swordbird. Plenty of time to line that one up, making sure that shot connects, and that is a risky play, but it doesn't matter here. 3-on-3. Private Bean getting one back, takes out Flux. It's all down to Swordbird again. Stuck lower mid. That Mully's going to hold him tight, but he is burning.
Well, position has been given away as well, and he gets himself another 1D. That's nuts. It's 2 1Ds for him, 1 for Fechner, and they've been absolutely crisp. And, well, down into 1 versus 2. Bomb is miles away, so if he have to sprint his way back up top mid to get that if he wants to go for the plan. I imagine right now he's just holding on to what he's got, trying to find himself a weapon. And, well, still stuck down by connector, running out of time. Both players from Iona College widely split up to opposite sides of the map, 1 and B1 in jungle. Mac 10 on Sorberg, unable to find the final frag. Connor will end that round with just 1 for himself. And, well, 7-0 to Iona College.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult here. Niagara University, they're going to have a full buy once more, but the op now in Fechner's hands, they could change things. We have seen Swordbird and Fechner. They have been dynamic duo. Oh my god, they've been good together.
Duos.
They've been good together, and they've been opping. You know, Swordbird's really good at getting those angles down and getting those initial shots through. Not so good with the sprays, but so good with the aim and the crosshair placement. But again, Iona College will find a kill down towards mid. Dizzy will take out Fechner. The op duel in his favor. And Brof will catch out Dizzy, so a little bit of a mistake there from Iona College. A little bit too aggressive. Red Wolf will pull one back. Leads to a 4-on-3. As it looks like the play down towards mid from Niagara University is definitely in play here. We'll find a flick on Snavana. I mean, just mistakes jumping down mid from Iona College leads to her death.
Exactly that. And back into a 3-on-3, and well, Connor down to was that 5 HP. So he's gonna have to be very, very careful hiding over in Ninja. The bomb back in T-spawn will now need to be collected by General Ken. I'd like to see them switch it up. They've played these defaults and they've gone towards A every time, but they're going to go back that way again, back into the waiting arms of 2 players from Iona College. And well, I think a smoke is about to go down to cover off CT. Not a lineup I myself have used, but nonetheless, it's going to go down and cover off CT. But it's not going to matter because Red Wolf on stairs, Connor and Ninja looking to stop any plant. 30 seconds left on the clock and execute underway. Niagara moves in. No one's checked him yet, and jumping across. Finds himself one. Finds himself a second. Jumping will get taken out by Swordbind, and well, Private Bean with an AWP will finish the round off. Fantastic trigger discipline there from Connor. Well, win the round out for Iona College.
Yeah, he almost had that third too. Try to jump up, but the limited, HP did not help him out there. And we are going to see Iona College. They're going to try to keep the streak going. Maybe a double upset now, switching up with Dizzy and Red Wolf on that. As Niagara University, they're buying a little bit late here. It's all just, not similar buys, and they're just plugging it out for now. It's 8-0. They're having trouble here. Dizzy down towards mid is going to drop down, finds the flick on Brof. Ultimate disrespect. As Niagara University looking to take this A-bomb set potentially.
The play's becoming incredibly predictable now, and well, that one's definitely an NA Molotov. That's not one we're willing to accept in the EU right now. That came in from Private Being on shot. So I'm gonna have to apologize for that one. And well, 4 versus 5. Niagara stalled top mid and towards A in a default play. And Red Wolf finds another kill on Ken. That's down to a 5 versus 3. And Savannah on the flank finds one. Dizzy gets himself another, and just Swordbird left in a 1 versus 5. And well, there's 21 damage done to Iona College in a total. Oh, sorry, College.
That nade just a little bit of trolling, as we would call it. Connor gets that Molotov. Is going to leave it down to Swordbird here. He's playing over towards Palace, and he doesn't have the bomb in his hands. Have to fight for that control here. Swordberg, arguably one of the best players for Niagara University. He's been consistent pretty much all his games, even though his team has been falling back. He's been the one to do some damage, and Private Bean will swing on him, find that kill. 9-0 Iona College. Okay, what is one thing Niagara University has not done that they could do here? Try to pull it back.
Straight all-out aggressive push. Literally just forget about nades, forget about flashes. Just have one smoke to stop the Molotov that's going to stop you pushing, and get in sight and just throw them off guard.
Just go into this A-bomb set real quick. No, just use basic flash. Just get out there, and this might be what they're doing. I mean, it's a little too slow. I mean, they're not pushing up too well as Niagara University make their way up here. Red Wolf's got the angle though, catches Swordbird off guard and gets that kill too. All these players over towards ramp as Enable will do some damage, but General Ken will find one, picks up the op now. He can't decide as Fechner pulls it back. Fechner now will get a second kill. A 2-on-2. This bomb could be coming down here, but this threat CT is going to delay Niagara University for a little while. And Fechner here, peeking over towards Khan. And Snavan's going to clean it up.
Yeah, so to put it into context there, Niagara, they had the push. They could have just dropped the smoke and run straight through, which would have left them with one defender on A site to deal with, who was stuck under wood. But the entry went in, run straight up towards default plant, didn't check under, which meant his team then was at threat for 2 players lost there, and they were scrambling to try and get the site under control and ended up in a 2v2. And this is what we want to see. Look at the flashes, just raining down flashes. Unfortunately for them, Red Wolf was out of the line of sight of those flashes. Will find himself 2 through the smoke. Find himself a third.
And the fourth. What is he doing? He's on top stairs, just keeps peeking, and they don't shoot back. It's going to be 11 for Iona College, and Niagara University maybe rush B with P90s. Let's try something new. Let's try something new here. Maybe go back to, play a little more simple game. I mean, they just ran out A again. They tried their smokes, but the timings were so off of those flashbangs where they couldn't really do much with it. And you're going to see Iona College here putting a couple players down towards mid. They'll find some contact with Niagara University at top mid, and they will get that control. Broth here looking for a frag. Will spray down that one player Dizzy. It's going to leave it down to a 4 versus 4, and Red Wolf kind of offset. He's a little bit concerned about Catwalk and Mid. He runs to that Molotov. Wasn't quite. Actually, no, he did not run to the Molotov. It was a little bit out, but it looked like it. He looked like he just ran through a molly, but it's going to leave it down to a 4 versus 4 still, as Ken is deciding, hey, we want to win a round, and so will Swordbird. So a chance here for Niagara University to pull it back. General Ken will finally look over towards lower tons, and Savannah messing up the shots. It's going to leave it down to a 1 versus 4 here for Connor.
Well, he's up in Palace. He's in a position that's not going to be expected, and well, they're expecting him to come from B as they got 2 players in jungle, and as he peeks out up on top of wood, Broth will find the headshot. First round on the board for Niagara, and the retake, the comeback is real for Niagara as they get their first round on the board.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here. I mean, they got 3 more rounds left in this half to try to pull back to 11-4 possibly. But again, once we saw them win a round last time, we saw this the same exact score on 11-1 at one point. So it's going to be difficult for Niagara University to try to come back in this one. But if they can get these last 3 rounds and close the gap, definitely doable. But that opening pick for Red Wolf is not going to help their chances.
Let's take another look at this from a different angle as well. I mean, it's 11-1 for Iona College, and there's only 1 player with a decent utility on Iona College's side.
True.
So a 10-round lead, and there's not been close rounds. So Niagara only missing out very, very closely on a lot of those rounds means that if they win this round, it's probably going to be a very rocky bye for Iona.
Oh, the flank.
And now Savannah, not knowing it, has the bomb as well. But Swordbird having to fall back, has got a 1 versus 4 again.
Savannah making it look very easy. I have not seen such. Oh my goodness, Savannah. Did you get that 4K? Oh no, did you get the ace?
No, you got a 4K there.
Yeah, 4K. Okay. I was like, he just came towards top mid, picked off one. The guy with the op top mid couldn't shoot back. The player chair was caught in the open, and the last man standing trying to pull back that bomb will just fall in the end over towards the half position. But again, Iona College looking to end this game quickly. They just need a couple more rounds. As a hold down towards mid from Dizzy. Can Dizzy get this opening pick? But the flashback will help him out. Red Wolf will catch off Swordbird opening pick in their favor. As Broth here will spot out one. We'll get the headshot eventually on this Savannah. So this B bomb site's open, but they're going to back off.
Oh, Dizzy. Through the smoke up top mid, we'll find General Ken. And, well, rotates have been forced towards B for Iona College. So now a hit towards A would be ideal. Broth will hear the jump. And the second jump. We'll see the player pushing through. Dizzy goes down through the smoke, which was not really ideal. Private Bean, though, will get the trade back very, very quickly as Broth, with the ecstasy of that frag, just rushes straight into mid. Well, down into 2 versus 3. Doable for Niagara. As now, Franklin goes down to Red Wolf. And Red Wolf again will find Flux. He's on fire.
He has not been stopped in this game. It's 20 kills for Red Wolf. I mean, if you compare any of his teammates, it's only Savannah who's got the same amount of kills. It's 13 on Connor, 7 and 6 on Dizzy and Private Bean, so it's just been complete domination. I would mention that T side, Swordbird, even after only winning 1 round, still has 11 kills. That is not awful for Swordbird. And we will see. Yeah.
Positives as well. Broth finally finds his way into apps, and, well, he goes in there fast, but is unfortunately caught out by Savannah, who's up on top of Car. And Savannah on the aggression with a long spray down will find Fechner. 20 minutes to get 1 kill, but expensive kill. And oh no, can you hear that?
I hear it.
There's an auto sniper out.
Yeah, that's in the hands of Connor.
Savannah finds a third. Looking for the ace now. Will not be able to get it. Swordbird ends that reign of terror in apps, but Red Wolf coming up behind will be checked by Swordbird. Pulls a knife and fortunately gets his weapon out in time to find the frag. Just Flux with low HP. 14-1, and that's the first half.
Yeah, it's not looking very bright here for Niagara University. They have a chance, though, to try to pull it back in the second half. Can they get the reverse sweep? That will be answered here very shortly, but Niagara University down by 13 rounds. It was even worse. It's even worse now than it was in Overpass.
It is, and scores or stats on the door, shall we say? 4.4 KD for Red Wolf, 3.28 KD for Savannah, 2.16 KD for Connor. and 1.16 for Private Bean. 4 players going positive, and getting even more positive as Red Wolf pushes straight out onto A site, gets the first frag in this second pistol round. Broth will get a trade though. Connor finds one more, and General Kane comes in. Savannah gets the third trade of this round, and down into a 3 versus 2 retake coming in. Saltbird finds one. General Kane finds another. 2 versus 1. Bomb is down. They're gonna have to move fast and find Connor, who stuck himself into firebox there. And as the retake comes in, he's nicking away in the smoke, jumps out, will be spotted out by General Ken. Connor will find Solberg. Ken finds the last. Now he's going to find the bomb in the smoke, and he finds it, drops off. Quickly,
still
and
has
he finds
time.
it again.
Still has time. I think, right?
He got time. A good 3K from him, and the defuse gives them the second round. And like I said, it's the comeback. Here it comes.
Yeah, I mean, Iona College, they lose this pistol round. I mean, we've not seen that very much. So Niagara University, they have a chance here on the CT side to try to pull through. It's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be an uphill battle for sure, but that's a good start. I mean, that's what you need to do. You only can give up one more round in the next 14 if you want to have a chance in this game here. Iona College, once they're playing defaults towards mid, will buy up Deagles and just save it for next round. Really, they don't want to force the issue too much.
I think they're just trying not to give too much of an economy boost to the potential SMGs of Niagara. Smoke's coming down for a take in mid. And, well, the smoke's a little bit off on short, but they're going to push straight around short into the open arms of Ken, who's pulled out a nade at the very last second, the wrong time. Savannah will find an M4, and, well, that leaves just Sawbird up on B to try and defend it off. He will find one, will find himself a second as well, but he goes down to Private Bean. But straight after, another 2K coming in. It's 4 for 1 in terms of trades in favour of Niagara. Just Private Bean who will get the plant, and 3 players now on the retake.
Private Bean, he's making his way towards Catwalk, but Brof is there to shut him down. It's going to be 3 to 14 now. Niagara University beating out so far. They've got more rounds to have an overpass. Is this... Okay, he just knifed his teammate. That is an interesting move there. As he will knife back. Will they shoot each other? No, they will not. Okay. I mean, CSGO comes a little bit of trolling. It definitely does come with that aspect.
Despite being 14-3 down, Niagara definitely have morale of a team that's winning, and that's good for them. And, well, first full buy round of the second half in round number 18. AWP coming out for Connor, 4 M4s and a FAMAS on Niagara. So it could be around the goes either way.
Yeah, it really could be. It's going to be Connor to get the first pick here at mid, and now in college looking to stomp this out. They just need 2 more rounds, and they get the opening pick here. Go towards a bomb site, get trades, you win. It's easy as that. If you get trades 1-to-1, you will win systematically. That's just how math works. And Dizzy. Oh, what a jiggle peek.
That's a second on the round. 5 versus 3 in this half, but Broth will bring one back, not before Red Wolf. Sorry, straight after Red Wolf will find the trade. And now into 2 versus 4, and rotate's coming in. The bomb already underpass Sawbird. Will find one long range down CT. Looks to find himself a second, and he does so through Murder Hole. So that's back into a 2 versus 2. Bomb will go down on A site. And, well, both players from Niagara on low HP and have to be very, very careful.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult here for University to come back in this one. It just takes 2 shots to kill him, and Private Bean spots out one, giving the information to Connor. And Connor could be the one to kill that player as Sword here, nading over towards stairs. And over towards ramp, not the best place. Is Connor peeking out now? Connor will find one. That's now 1 versus 1. The bomb is being defused on the other side of the box. He still peeks though. Swordbird feeling confident will throw down smoke here.
10 seconds,
Connor get it?
Coming in.
Oh, he wasn't covered on that side. It's 15-3. As Connor will also fall at the end of the round here. So no players will survive that round, but Iona College to get that bomb blown up and they'll win the round.
Well, that was going to be a 10-second ninja, but, well, no luck for Niagara. 15-3, as you said, and we're going into the match point for Iona College. We have a Nova coming out for Fekina. A Deagle on
goodness.
Swordbird. They are scraping the barrel for weapons, and Smoke's coming down towards B, and 3 players already pushing through apps, looking to try and find themselves some entrance. Expecting a Molotov maybe, as they seem a little hesitant in apps, and that flash will prevent the jump out of apps. But 5 players there, already pushing out, execute underway. And Red Wolf finds the opener, and it looks like it's going to be a Bloodbath. Saltbath will get a trade, and Broth finds himself a second. Rotate's already in place. As Dizzy finds one more, taking it to a 3 versus 3, make that a 3 versus 2. The Nova finding some work. One player on short, one player at apps, and down goes Vecna to Red Wolf's AK. Flux goes down to Dizzy now. Just Broth on 5 HP, tried to save the game and the match for Niagara. Will be able to find himself half a kill as Dizzy finds the kill with a deagle, and adds 16-3 in favor of Iona College. 2-0.
Yeah, another we'll pull it back here to cameras. A very, very quick game there for Iona College. They win it 16-3. Again, it was another blowout. They took Mirage with Storm. I mean, they completely dominated CT side. Again, that strong CT side. Both times they started CT side, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you have the momentum, I mean, that's why teams... What did they?
Niagara had CT on Overpass. I'm sure they did. Well, either way,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They still won. But that's what the scoreline shows it all. Only 5 rounds picked up by Niagara University that entire game. That's really rough to watch. But they come back next week feeling good. We're going to cut it here. We're going to go right to find an interview with one of the players from Iona College, and we'll bring it back right to the screen with the interviewee. See you guys very, very soon.
Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road. I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. This is such a ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances, fucked up all my chances. I was running, I know.
How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for the sun. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
The wrong one. Alrighty, and here we go. We do have an interview with Gabriel himself, or Dizzy, as he goes by in game. Dizzy, what was the key success there for winning both of those maps? Like, what was your mindset going into Overpass? Like, what were you guys thinking with the map pick of Niagara University?
One big thing was map control and teamwork. Last time we played against Colorado, that was one thing that we did not have: map control and teamwork. I said by you, I think that we were very like deer in headlights, and we fixed that up over the week, and we
You did?
showed that we can improve, and we improved. So we're happy about that.
Yeah, you guys played against. Yeah, you guys played against University of Colorado. Yeah, I was there for that. Oh yeah, I remember that. I talked
Yeah.
about how you guys wouldn't get map. Yeah, okay. There. Well, look at that improvement. You
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, that's actually cool to watch. I forgot about that because you guys have been on the B stream last time. You were on the A stream that first week, but you're back with me again. But yeah, okay, cool. And one more question I have to ask there is, what were the like? I guess going off of what you guys practice, what did you guys actually like practice when it came to learning the maps? Like, did you guys like expand your map pool, or you're like, hey, if we can play this map, we're gonna keep doing it?
Our plan is every week. We just actually put this team together like a couple weeks before our first game, so we came up with a game plan where it will take time, but we're gonna practice one map every week and try and find the best way possible to play that map. And we've done the maps we've been playing so far, and I think it's been working out. So we're just following the game plan and doing well.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, I'll throw it over to you, Fenris. Ask some questions.
So yeah, I've got two questions, right? So many a time in an event like this, in a match like this, you see a team, they come out and they'll drop 11-4, and you can see they're highly in confidence, and they're just going out and they're having fun with the game. How do you, as the IGL, sort of rein in that confidence and mean to keep those rounds coming in and not let the team claw it back and maybe force an overtime on you?
When it comes to getting like a blowout like we did in the first game, coming into the second game, we kept our composure. We knew we had a good game, and it's still 1-0. Anything can happen. So we kept our composure until we were comfortable, and then we started playing a little bit, having fun, and just giving a little bit of entertainment instead of just sticking to, you know,
We certainly saw
Changing
that.
it up. Changing it up.
changing it up.
Yeah,
Certainly
Changing
saw
it
that
up.
with Negevs being played and Auto Snipers coming out and Mag 7s being deployed and stuff. What was that? Was that this one? No, that was the wrong.
yeah.
previous.
That was they
I'm-
used. Didn't you guys use the Gev on Overpass?
Yeah, Connor did.
Yeah, it was this one. Yeah.
So there's stuff over. Yeah, so just composure is key for the IGL, and definitely confidence is going to be boosted from this game. But I've done it with the last match, best of two we had tonight, and I'm going to do it here again as the winner and as the captain of the winner. Do me a favor here and pick yourself an MVP from the entire map. So it could be from either team. Who do you think deserves the MVP for tonight's match?
I want to give it to Savannah. This is actually her first time starting. She's been a sub for the past 2 games, and she's been working her ass off. She's been working her butt off in practice, and finally got that spot. So then she proved it herself. So I'm happy for that.
That's good.
Well,
That's good.
Congratulations to Savannah, who gets the MVP for today. And I'm going to pass this back over to Werewolf. But before I go, thank you very much for playing it. It's been entertaining. It's my first day with EGF, and it's a pleasure to watch you play.
Yeah, and Gabriel, do you have any like last shouts you want to make to your teammates, to your family, to your friends? Anybody you want to be like, hey, thank you, or is there anything you want to talk about a little bit?
My whole team, I'd like to thank Connor, my co-captain, who helps me a lot through planning out our practices, and everybody else too. Just bring up the spirit. My dad back home watching, and all my friends like on campus. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Where is Iona College, by the way?
New Rochelle, New York, just outside the Bronx.
Outside the Bronx. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I just didn't know where it was. I knew it was New York. I just knew it was upstate or like the city. But that
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a mixture. It's the city, but some people say upstate. It's weird. But
Okay. I'll look it up for sure. I'll find out where it is. But yeah, thank you again. Hopefully we can catch you back here next week. I don't know which stream you guys are on and who you guys are playing, but looks like you guys are playing
Villanova next week.
Villanova on the B stream. So I might be here again seeing you guys. We will
I
see.
won't be there, but my teammates will. So
Oh, you're going home or something for a little bit of break?
yeah.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. All right. I'll catch you later, man. It's great talking
I
to you.
appreciate it. Have a good one.
See ya.
Well, confidence high, definitely for Iona right there.
They took that W with pride. Niagara University only getting 5 rounds. Again, if I had to give advice to Niagara University, it's to adapt a little bit more. We saw that T side, they played the same defaults over and over and over. It was repetitive, and they started to change things, towards the last 5 rounds or so. But it was too late by that point. Once you lose, a certain amount of rounds, you just lose all morale, and you're like, hey, screw it. But defaults are good. They had defaults. If you get picks, they're good too. Work on places to pre-fire. If I use CSGO Hub whenever I warm up, and it's a great tool. It's a great workshop map for all you CSGO people out there. It's a great tool to be like, hey, how do I entry a site properly? They use Inferno B-bomb site, they use Dust 2 B-bomb site, and they use Cache also, and they also use one more. They use Overpass A-bomb site. So like you can really like learn things from the maps here. I highly suggest that tool personally. That's improved my skill a lot. Is knowing where players could be, getting the shots through, learn the smokes. Niagara University, one thing you guys have definitely improved though is smokes. Your util usage is a lot better than what we saw in the past few weeks. That's a great improvement. Keep that up. Maybe work out, maybe get in the right positioning, maybe get in the right angles or whatever. But overall, not a bad showing from Niagara University. I think this is by far the best week they've had of all the ones we've seen here.
I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing Niagara play again and improve over the thing. And I think my advice to them was to switch it up. So you got your defaults, you've got your smokes, but sometimes it just takes brute force to get through and win that round.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're going to close it off here for tonight. Thank you again for joining the stream on the EGFC stream. We'll catch you guys later. I hope you guys have a great one. See you soon. Or see you next week. See you, wait, it's probably see you Monday. Not this stream, but the EGF stream. All right, see ya.
Just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you have no career. Take a good look in the mirror. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up.